Good morning, everyone. So here we are again, working on cars. I got a bunch of little stuff to do. I'm putting the shifter linkage in this thing because now that we have the trans in a transmission place where it's not going to be moved from. I mean, it may be moved like very little bit just from when bolts are tightened and stuff, but otherwise it won't be moved. So we can do the shifter linkage. This car, hopefully everything comes for the catch can. And then I also want to mess with the Talon a little bit. So got a bunch of stuff to do. Oh, and I set up where I want to put the battery box in this thing. So it'll be like back here somewhere. Running out of trunk space quickly. So what started as a large trunk with a lot of room has quickly become a small trunk with not a lot of room. But hopefully the back seats will still be open for race week and whatnot type of deal. But time to get to it on this thing. So doing the shifter linkage, I got to they're kind of weird to do. You got to go down and then back and then S. You have to make like an S shape. All right, so I got it just kind of started here. Tighten this little bolt up there just to get it fitted up. Just drilled a little hole here. I might have to drill this hole out a little bigger. It's pushing on it pretty hard, but we'll see once it's bent up down there. But that's how it's gonna be. And then hide it all under the center console there. Now this is where it has to shift to. So not too bad of a location. Just has to go forward and then loop back around. Kind of a weird deal for sure. There's a bracket that goes to here that this screws into to set everything. So I just have to figure out which bracket I want to use and then kind of just keep ripping from there. Well, I'm trying to find the right bracket that works here, and I don't think I have the one for the Powerglide, unfortunately. I think that's an added extra that you have to buy with this kit, but this one's the closest one, but it needs to be like flipped opposite because it's way too, like that won't be a nice angle for anything. This one came with it too, but puts it way too close, of course. Way too close, and then way too high also. So either bend up something or just order the Powerglide one. Probably just order the Powerglide one so it puts it in the correct spot. But that's how it's got to be. See how it kind of comes out that way, does an S and comes back around and then goes to there. So that's what we're gonna be doing, and it's not too bad. Well, like every time I work on the oiling stuff on this car, my hands are cut up, bleeding all over the place, every knuckle basically, because basically I have to reach through this header and under here, and all this stuff is pretty hard mounted, but it is done. Is that loose? Looked loose. It is done. I fixed the oil line. I was able to just cut it a little bit shorter and not kink it, so just cut off all that and made it shorter, and it works. And then I was messing with the oiling system here, so I put this dash 10 bung on there, and now we have this big dash 10 line. I didn't order everything for this side yet because I wanted to test it on this side and see how I liked it. And I mean, it looks a little uglier, it's definitely not as clean, but this should be plenty of breather now. This catch can should be enough for this motor. It's just an NA motor, it's nothing crazy. We don't spray it or anything, so it shouldn't have too much blow by. Now with this non-baffled up here, we might have a little bit more oil getting in the catch can, but with the way that it's pointed forward, I'm hoping that most of the G-forces kind of pull it that way. But we'll know when we know. Nothing really, you never really know until you know, right? Hey, Jess. Did you come to help? What do you have? What do you have? A grapefruit? Hey, what do you have? These are the 3 dogs. Hey. Sit down. What is the mean one? Oh, hey. Just talking to the dogs.
It's cold.
It's not even that cold. It's nice out. Oh wait, Bronte, if I asked you to get me a 10 mil, would you be able to do it?
I'm looking.
Like, hey, I'm laying under the car. I need a 10 millimeter.
Okay, wait. I see the
ratchet. Oh, they lost the grapefruit under the car.
This.
I mean, yeah, that's a 10 millimeter, but not what you were first looking for.
Oh, this is 10
yeah,
too.
but you needed the
What?
The ratchet to make that work.
To make this work?
No, to make that work.
Oh.
I mean, how do you expect to use that other? The socket
know.
is what. One's a wrench, one's a socket.
Well, something with this.
Yeah, I don't have that smaller one. But, I mean, like, this is a 14, but, like, the 10 millimeters out over there. Trick
Like
question.
that.
Tell
Look.
Mill's always locked. Always lost.
What's always lost?
10 millimeters are always lost. You gotta push it on them all the way.
Then you could put it on something and
Mm-hmm.
on Millie's nose.
Mm-hmm. Alright, guys. So, kind of pains me to do this, but I'm out here working on the Tahoe. Planning to list it for sale. So I cleaned it. Just did like a basic cleaning. And try to get some photos of it so we can sell it. It's got all kinds of weird little issues that I'm gonna try to fix right now. See what I can fix. I mean, I don't really know. It's kind of like the classic car guy deal there, where you own the car for so long and you don't fix the problems till you want to sell it. Classic. But I just don't drive it enough, and I don't really have that much desire to drive it, because it's just, in the end of the day, it's like bigger. It's like the same size feeling as my truck. It's not as comfortable. It's not as nice to drive, and it gets basically the same gas mileage. So it really doesn't give me any benefit besides being a cheaper daily driver. But I just haven't gotten to drive it enough. It needs so much other little things that I just don't want to do, like bearings and like wheel bearings, that kind of stuff, and like just little minor maintenance, because this thing has a lot of miles on it. It's like almost 300,000 miles. But weird issues, like the rear windshield wiper broke off. The door won't open here, the whole back door, so that sucks. The interior's dirty, but it's nice. It's missing one mirror. The dashboard is cracked like crazy and rattles like crazy. But other than that, it's a good running car. It's got a bunch of lights on the dash, but that's because of stupid little things that aren't really like a huge issue to the car being able to run and drive. So it's a good car for somebody. So I'm gonna fix it and try to sell it. See what I can get for it. I've never really sold a car before. I think I sold one car in my whole life. So I've owned like 15 cars and I've only ever sold one. So kind of wild, but I'm going to see what I can do here, try to get this tailgate open, and you guys can come along for this. So apparently to open it, look at how bad it is back here. I've had a lot of dirty things back here in the past. So let's talk about how you open this trunk. It used to have issues, but then like you could still open it, but now it just won't even open. So this right here, you have to drill out and then push a screwdriver into, and then you push like a release. So let's give that a go. Well, I got it open. You have to like push down and push on the door pretty hard. So got it. Nice little secret hole there. It's interesting you have to drill that out, but I guess it makes sense. My dad had this same car when I was younger, and ours literally one time just fell on his head, and those doors are pretty heavy, so they all fail. Well, I was able to narrow down the issue to this. I took apart the handle right here. There's the outside handle, and here is the issue. So does not open. Button is cooked. Tough break. I wonder, it's probably just a failure. I mean, there's probably nothing I can really do to fix this thing. Maybe it come apart, but I think I'll be off to the junkyard. Might as well. Alright, well, you guys know I love junkyard videos, and I love going to the junkyard, so take a ride to the junkyard. So I need a mirror, and then I need a trunk button. Alright, doing some hunting around at the junkyard. I come across this. I love the sight of somebody who has clearly given up. Tough break. They were trying to get this, I don't know, whatever it is, 6.0 out, which is crazy. I don't see why anybody would do that. It's probably completely blown up. Has a new AC condenser though. Yeah, so somebody gave up midway through and then left the valve covers off. So she's cooked. Oh dang, look at this yellow fox body. Tough break. This thing's kind of cool. If it wasn't so wrecked, this natural patina stuff would look pretty awesome, honestly. But she's cooked. They really had glass here and there wasn't anything. Dang, this makes me a little sad. I don't even think this car was wrecked. They just junked it here. I would have definitely taken this. Man, Buick Roadmaster is tight, dude. Dang. The want is real for a big Buick wagon like this, or any other big wagon. Dang, this thing was clean. It's a damn shame. Damn shame. Eventually, I'll own one. That wood paneling, just something else. They never have a new enough Tahoe. It said they had a 2008, but it wasn't there. Could not find said 2008 Tahoe. They never have that body style or newer. Never. I don't understand. They made so many. It's such a fleet vehicle. You know, every rental company had them. Every freaking soccer mom had them, and now they're just MIA in every junkyard. I don't get it. Are people just buying them for parts? They're just too worth that for all the body panels that people just buy them when they're wrecked. All right, well, I gotta start this thing up, let it idle up a little bit, let it get some heat in it, because it's been a minute. Parked it up here, I don't know how long ago, but oh, I love being in this driver's seat. 1 second. That cold start though. Oh no. Oh no. The battery's not, no. Dang it, that stinks. Alright, it started right up now once I plugged this in. Kind of like a trickle charger, kind of not. I don't know what you call this thing. Sounds like a tractor. Gosh, I like this car so much. There's just so much character to it, you know? Everything about it. I feel like I haven't been in it in so long, but it hasn't been that long. Dang it, this car is so good looking. It needs a bath though. We got a Cars and Coffee this weekend, so maybe I'll take this. I don't know. It's always an option. Probably take the wagon because I'm bougie like that, but it's always an option to take this car. So went over to Bradenton, grabbed some fuel. They have a 55-gallon drum of Ignite there. That is mine, and I just haven't gone to go get it, but I've been just getting 5-gallon pails of it because I don't really have a good efficient way to put 55-gallon drum into here and then get it back out. It's clean now. Haven't fully finished drying it, but I also used the rest of that ceramic coat that I talked about in one of the other videos, and I did a lot of it. I did the hood, I did the fenders, upper parts of the doors, back fenders, bumper. I didn't go too crazy. I didn't do every single little nook and cranny like, you know, the wagon, how it's done. I just wanted it to where when this car gets caught in the rain, a lot of it beads off. So figured I'd do that. Let's see. Hopefully it doesn't leak. Everything's a little more tucked now. Zip tie that to there and we're really good. Oh, that oil cooler really moves. Let's give it a start. Oh, let's hope this thing starts. What do you think, Jess? Give me a thumbs up or down. Not interested? Okay, cool. Don't come over here. Don't, get away from there. What's up, dude? We did it. Well, you guys didn't really help, I'll be honest. Hey, let's see your face. Back, good to go. Camaro's good to go. I'm ready for some fun. Time to take this thing drag racing. I would be tonight, but I would be drag racing tonight, but they have testing for snowbirds tonight. There's a lot of fast cars out there. All the cool guys. So that's gives you an answer why I'm here. What do you think, Jess? What do you think? Alright guys, going over to see my boy Sketchy Vert, and it has been far too long since I've driven this wagon. I mean, I drove it not too long ago, like a week ago, but I kind of only just took it on like a 5-minute drive just to get it out on the road a little bit, but I've missed this thing. There's a couple things I need to do to it, like every car I own. If you guys own more than one car, you know that there's always like an ongoing list of things you want to or can do or should do to them. You just don't always get to them. Probably needs an oil change. I should probably do that. Maybe roll race it next weekend. Ooh, I said the R word. Roll race. Ugh. I feel dirty just saying it. Let's get a little street pull out here. Spinning. It spun the tires. It almost feels like it's like spark knocking or something. I don't know. Maybe that's just the way that this stock exhaust sounds. It like kind of makes like a little like, I don't know. It's weird. Need to talk to Jeremy about it. Jeremy from Auto. He's the guy. He loves his spark knock and listening for it. Junk LSs kind of do that. I got a Ford Focus ST over here with an exhaust ripping up. Then we got a Audi over here. Oh, this Audi will get the sauce, the full beans. It's an old man in like a badass Audi A5S, whatever, one of them supercharged deals or something. I don't know. Maybe turbo. I don't really know Audis that well, but that would be a fun race, but he does not seem down. Well, guys, it's a Pewter F body, but guess what? It's not mine. Look, it has 2 turbos and 8 cylinders.
It's a little different.
Yes. So this guy Jared's car, Sketchy Vert, the Sketchy Vert right here.
The one and only.
Came by to look at some fuel pump stuff because we're trying to get this thing back running and driving so we can go enjoy it. our cars together. This is driving weather right now.
This is perfect, and this is perfect turbo weather too.
It is good turbo weather.
And it's not raining in Florida like every night.
So he had some fuel pump issues, so let me see what's going on under here. Just gonna try to figure out. Oh, I forgot you had a full exhaust on this thing. Jeez.
Yeah.
That's a lot of muffler.
Should I cut it off?
I would.
Like you did and just
I would
pull
go
on it?
straight out the hood. Alright, so I see what they kind of did here. It looks like they just looped it so that you can, what's it called?
And they have that deal where the fuel doesn't come out.
Yeah.
You see that?
Yep, they just looped it like this so that the fuel doesn't come out.
I'm still working on getting lights for the building.
Yep.
I'm using my camping lights.
So they mounted them right here to the tank. Interesting, interesting. Alright, not too bad.
I can go grab the fuel filters.
Yeah, let's see one of the pumps.
Okay, I'll go grab it. Let me go to the garage.
Other garage.
Yeah.
Look at all this stuff under here. That's a lot of stuff. My car doesn't have all this. Definitely doesn't have this. I'm curious, so you guys know Jamie and Brent fixed this car up for him and got it back running, and then they had fuel pump issues, so they sent the fuel pumps out to get cleaned and fixed by I don't know, Magna Fuel, and then now he's got to put them back in because the car's down here at his house now, so I don't know how they go, so I'm gonna try to help him figure it out. Shouldn't be too bad. Looks like they both just mount somewhere on, I don't know if you guys can see any of this, somewhere on the frame rail here, probably like right in this spot. Looks like the wires are right here. I don't know which ones, if they just jump them both together and run both fuel pumps, or if they run it in some kind of like primary, secondary fuel pump. I don't know if it matters, I guess, but we'll see. So let's see.
There's the new and freshly rebuilt.
Magna Fuel 750s.
Yes, sir.
I actually have one of these in my car.
So if I ever need one, I know where to go.
Yeah, I just have one though.
I just have one. Why do you have one? You're making the power you do? You know what's heavy? These are heavy.
I know, that's why I only have one.
These are like stupid heavy.
I didn't want to put two. It's overcomplicated.
And that's where mine is,
Yeah.
overcomplicated.
So, all right.
They smell good.
Oh, I'm sure they do. They probably smell like whatever they use in here, like some kind of like ether. They don't use fuel. They use like something fuel-like. I'm pretty sure when they test, that's what they do for injectors. I don't know about fuel pumps.
Is there can you tell?
Is there any brackets in there?
Okay, so the brackets are in the trunk.
Okay, that's good to know. Also, this creeper, Sears.
Dude, I know.
How long you had this thing?
Like probably 1980.
I believe it. I fully believe it. I don't even think Sears exists anymore.
It was my dad's. So Sears is gone. So,
Okay, so you got all your stuff laid out
here's
here.
all the here's all the
That's
This is
battery.
all for, yep, that's the battery stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta put that battery in.
You don't have a nitrous bottle, bud.
It's over there. It's on the table.
You need that.
Should we put? You use nitrous, don't you?
Yeah, I
to
do.
build your boost.
I do. I use it to build boost.
So you're a nitrous and big turbo car. That's good to know.
Yeah, single turbo. Well, you have two turbos. I have two power
I
adders.
have two baby turbos.
They're not that small. They're like 76s.
I think. Yeah, true.
So they mounted them both on this one bracket. It looks like maybe.
It might. Yeah. I was trying to watch videos.
This I don't think goes with that.
Yeah,
that's-
that goes to the.
Yeah.
goes
This
to
is like a T.
that.
All right.
Yeah.
And then
And then the
also
wing
one
nut.
of the wing nuts. Yeah.
Yep.
Try to organize
Sure.
that a little bit.
Sorry, Coop.
No, it's okay. I was just making sure that
We'll just set that over there.
I don't want to end up with extra pieces.
Extra parts is always bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to have that.
That's a little guy.
I don't know what that's for.
Yeah, this looks like it's for
I was
like
just-
some old wooden furniture.
Yeah, it was all in my trunk. I was just like, I vacuumed up a lot, and then these bolts were all in the trunk. And I think Jamie and Brent just threw all that in there.
Okay, well,
Jamie said if we have questions, he's about gonna be by his phone the whole time.
okay, perfect.
So
Dang, such interior. I don't have any of this. Actually,
original.
I never had any of this. I didn't have leather seats.
Never had leather seats or anything.
No, I didn't have nice leather back seats. So, all right. Well, I'll get back to you guys in a minute once we figure this out. So I was just getting out of this car a second ago with the window down, and this car always throws me off. I never really realized it until just now, but this is a very weird situation. I'm not used to a car with the window down still having like a frame here. Like the 240 and the Camaro are both just like doors, and the window is just like free hanging. This car is a little different, maybe because it's newer, but I'm just not used to that. It's a very odd sensation. I almost hit my face on it getting out because didn't expect it to be there, and the 240 and the Camaro, I always have the window down, so it just really threw me off. I'm gonna hose this thing off real quick though, because it's ceramic coated, and it should just bead the dust and water right off. So this is how I clean off this car. I don't use any soap or anything because of the ceramic coating. I just get the dust off because it stays inside, so it doesn't get like dirty, it just gets dusty. But like, look at the hood, so you can just see it all beating right off. Pretty wild, but just doing a little half-ass clean. Sometimes I dry it with a leaf blower, but I don't know if that's necessary. Well, went and got a haircut, but it is a nice, beautiful Friday, so I hope everybody has a great weekend. That's all I got for you. I don't really even know what this video is about or what's in it, but that's where it's at. I ordered the parts for the Tahoe. They should be here in the next couple days. It's really what it is. I don't know. It was kind of like a vlog, kind of like an all-included, kind of messed with every car, worked on every car, but that's it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Keep it saucy. I'll see you next time.